Hello and you motherfucker.
Sorry, I had to. My bad. All right, sorry. Continue.
It's a trap.
That's always a trap. Welcome to hell.
We're the DTs. My name's Tom.
I'm Dave, and we're going to play some songs for you guys.
Is it all in my head that you don't love me? My friends hate me. Every time I think about it, baby, is it all in my head that you don't love me? My friends hate me. Every time I think about it, baby, is it all in my I saw you were out last night. I didn't get an invite. Why is that? Instead, you want to send me text, try to get me upset or get even. Or is it all in my head that you don't love me? My friends hate me. Every time I think about it, baby, is it all in my head that you don't love me? My friends hate me. Every time I think about it, baby, is it all in my I try to call you out, but you just scream and shout, try again. Something's going on like I've done you wrong. I think we should stop and talk about it. 'Cause we used to be so close, now you've become a ghost I can't see. Ooh, or is it all in my head? You don't love me. My friends hate me. Every time I think about it, baby, it's all in my head. You don't love me. My friends hate me. Every time I think about it, baby, it's all in my got me thinking about the way things used to be, and now you treat me differently. Got me thinking about the way things used to be, and now you treat me differently. We used to be so close, now you left me. And alone with nothing but your memories that tell me is it all in my head that you don't love me. My friends hate me. Every time I think about it, baby, is it all in my head that you don't love me. And my friends hate me. Oh, every time I think about it, baby, is it all in my head that you don't love me, that you don't love me. And my friends hate me. Every time I think about it, baby, is it all in my head, in my head that you don't love me, in my head. My friends hate me, in my head. Every time I think about it, baby, is it all in my head?
Like I said, welcome to the Jersey Shore Musicians Podcast. I'm Matt. That's Jeff.
Hi.
Fuck him. Tonight we got the DTs.
Hey, golf clap.
thanks
Golf
for
clap.
having us.
Why don't you introduce yourselves real quick?
I'm Dave.
And I'm Tom.
We're the DTs.
Awesome. So we'll start with you. Give us a little musical history and on yourself, and then how you came to be playing with this young man right here.
Yes. I've known Dave for a very long time. We actually worked at the same ice cream shop in high school. And Yeah, that we just like ice cream, and then music's kind of secondary.
I mean, that's not a bad thing.
Tom did the octopus challenge at Hoffman's.
Yeah, I tried it. I threw up. Yeah, but I played
served him.
saxophone in like school band and jazz band, all that stuff throughout my life, and then yeah, a lot of musical background comes from my dad, all his guitars and vinyl, and I met Dave at a local open mic like probably 10 years ago. He had his own cover band, I had my own cover band.
Okay.
And we've been playing music together ever since, different projects, and this is our latest one.
We were rivals at first, like in.
I was going to ask
like
that. Were
West
you
Side
guys
Story.
pulling out switchblades and dancing around each other?
Outsiders.
Yes, we were.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's a nice picture.
So how long have the two of you been playing together?
Too long. No, I don't know.
2013, right? So like over 10 years.
Yeah, over 10 years. You know, honestly, you were telling that story. I'm like thinking, how did we meet? Like, I honestly,
It's been
don't
so
even
long,
know at this point.
Yeah. It was at our local open mic, and I remember Dave. I always say it because his band played "Pulling Muscles from Michelle" by Squeeze, and I always thought that was like a really hard
It's a great
cover
song.
to do, and I was like, wow, that's something. And then it was just destiny,
Yeah,
I guess.
that's what you want to call
I
it.
like that. It's like, oh man, so long ago, 2013. I'm like, really? 2013?
You know, that wasn't actually.
1990 what?
Precisely.
Yeah. Oh my God. So all right. So you're in rival bands. Did you beat up on each other, and then you came together?
Who wrote the first
is-
diss track?
Yeah. So is it like a Romeo and Juliet type thing, or
Montague's Hathaways.
Yeah.
No, it was cool. I mean, I feel like we kind of like fed off of each other. Like I looked up to like Tom and the cover bands he was playing in. My band, we definitely would copy paste their set list sometimes. Not exact songs.
there it is.
That's the rivalry.
Yeah.
And they would like bust my chops about it. I'm like, oh, you guys play good songs. So, but we did work at the same ice cream shop, which I actually got fired from.
Smoking too many cigarettes.
I was smoking a lot of cigarettes back then. But
So
Oh,
did
to be young.
you pick and choose from each band to complete your band, or like, well, my drummer's really good. Yeah, I don't want mine, but my bass player's really good. So we should, like fuck that guy, and we're gonna
if
take
we're gonna
this
talk
guy.
about that, is it just you two, or do you have a band that accompanies you?
so it is like
It's DT, but then
Yeah.
S.
Yeah.
So it's like sports.
Dave, Tom, and some.
And someone.
Yes,
Someone else.
But yeah, it is it's mainly the two of us. And then we'll get people that help us out that we're like friends with, that we've like met over the years. And then we'll get like AI to write all our songs. So.
Are you guys like dictators?
No.
Oh, it's a democracy? I doubt it.
Tom's such a dick. No, I'm just kidding. No, we're
Well, no, to the outside, to the someone else's.
no, we have a chill dynamic, I think, right?
Yeah, the people we play with, like that play bass, drums, and keyboards with us. It's gotten to the point where we've known them for a good amount of time now, and we like trust them. So we kind of just let them kind of interpret our songs and let them kind of run with their own creative swing on like
Yeah.
our songs, and it's
I don't
fun.
see that. I can see you guys. No, that's not how I wrote that. Play it again. Do it different.
Certain things.
Did you even listen to the demo?
Certain things is like we have to, but like
Ah, there it is. We have to.
He's like, I know you're
I
lying.
knew it's there. Come on, give it. Pull it out of you.
But it's like interesting because we'll play with like we'll play with James McIntosh. He plays with Bobby Mahoney. He's a good friend of ours, and he'll play songs, and like the songs kind of have more of like a punk rock kind of interpretation, and then like we play with our friend Frank, and he's a little more technical, and the songs just sound different. So it's fun, like live, like different shows. We kind of have a different feel for some of the songs. So
Yeah.
it keeps it exciting. So.
Yeah, so that someone else is there, whoever you know that can
Right.
fill in that day.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we have like a rotating cast of like 3 or 4 people. So.
That's cool.
I think it's mainly the drummer that we're like go back and forth with. We're like, all right, you can't make it. All right, how about you?
It's hard to lug drums. It's
No,
hard
yeah.
to lug drums.
We should, this podcast is all about drummer issues.
It's like Spinal Tap on steroids.
My dad made me start playing. I don't even like it.
Yeah, we're really grateful to play with the guys we've played with over the years. We started playing as a full band like 2.5 years ago. We started like 4 years ago, and for a while it was just us, and we were recording by ourselves, and felt like we were going insane. So it's nice
I was
to
going to say
balance
it's probably
ideas
easier than I didn't have to tell anybody what to do.
Someone else's are a buffer.
No, I know that's true too. It's just that I feel like sometimes we're recording, like the two of us, we'd go crazy, like listening
Yeah.
to something a million times. And
Well, that was the reason why we went into the studio, because like we recorded our first EP completely on our own, which was cool. And I feel like it kind of threw us in the deep end of recording and like knowing like the whole process. Because even before, we would kind of just like go in the studio and like depend on the producer. And then that threw us in the deep end, and then we were like, all right, I think like we need like another opinion to help us like sort through the ideas, because like, you know, you can come up with a million of them, but then it's like the producer to like step in and be like, okay, that idea's
sucks.
not good.
No.
Yeah, He's like, no, yes, no, yes.
What's that one person that can see it through a different lens?
Exactly. So we've been working with Joey Papa.
look at me like
I
that.
just look at you like that because every time you write something, I'm like, Jesus Christ.
It's true.
So, all right. So you have an EP of just you two.
We recorded the whole thing ourselves.
Oh, you recorded
and then-
yourselves.
And then we sent it to our friend
To put
Frank
drums.
Lettieri to add drums.
Okay.
Then we sent it to our friend Joe Palm to mix and master the songs.
Okay. And so, all right, that was the get to the deep end. What has
Yeah.
happened since?
And then since then, we recorded these 2 tracks with our good friend Joey Papa, and he's in a band called Human Zoo. And it's been great. We recorded All in My Head with him that we put out back in October, and then we recorded the next single that we're going to put out soon called Cherry. And our long-term plan is we want to go back in the studio very soon and record like a whole batch with him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, do you feel like putting out 1, 2 here and there versus a full album, or
yeah, we love
because you're on that
albums.
cusp? You're on that
Yeah.
cusp where the kids do not care.
I know. It's we love albums. All we listen to is like albums and stuff. But what we've done so far is just like singles, and it's kind of like a love-hate, because it's good because I feel like people's attention spans are so short that they'll listen to that song, but it's also like
Thanks, TikTok.
it's also like, you know, I like listening to a whole piece of art through, you know.
Yeah.
So I would love to. I mean, we kind of did that with our EP. We released every song as a single, and then the few we've done since, it's singles. But we'll package them together. eventually.
Yeah, I could see us like doing like the same thing, like put out a few singles, then just like package them together with like an additional song, and like, oh, here's a new EP.
Yeah.
I just
We say all the time, unless you're like a mainstream, like touring national act,
It's hard to.
you can't just drop an album and it's going to be successful.
It's so hard to justify putting out that much material at once, you know, when you're more of like a local band.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You
yeah.
know?
I think even so with national bands.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Other than what, the Foo Fighters that they'll
That's
put
what I
out
said.
an
You got to be
album.
like a huge mainstream
Yeah.
band.
But I'm
to be able
saying,
to
like-
justify putting
Yeah.
out a whole album.
Yeah.
I think mainstream is even like shrunk down a little.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Yep.
look at Guns N' Roses. They've been around forever and they're putting out singles.
Yeah, but most
Yeah.
of even the bigger bands still do like 2 or 3 singles and then release the album.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the album is pretty much it's going the way of the dinosaur.
Yeah.
Yay.
The Spotify gods. They have us in, they have us
Got
in
the
their
fucking
hands.
meteors getting ready to go.
Please do.
Daniel Eck.
Although on a good note, I just saw some I forget her name, but there was a senator. She introduced a bill that's going to demand that Spotify and all the streaming services pay no less than a penny per stream,
Wow.
That's good.
which is a huge increase.
That's a big-
Yeah,
Mighty
that's
nice of them.
Huge
It's
increase.
gonna like put them out of business.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, "Oh, we can't afford that. Bang, shut it off."
Instead of like what is it, like 0.003 cents?
You know what they might do? They might increase the price of the
Oh yeah,
subscription.
yeah.
I
That
mean,
money's
I
got
don't
to come from somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't
They're
pay for Spotify.
yeah.
That means our
Well,
bar
other people
tab at
do.
our next show might be paid. By
Yeah.
the time that goes into effect, we get the streams and then we got our bar tab. for
Yeah.
the-
Or like half the bar tab.
Actually,
You can buy a cup of coffee. Not 2. Not 1 for you. Got to split the cup.
better
of coffee.
share.
We're just talking about the waters from the bar. Just this
Very
one
good.
can.
Oh, yeah.
I thought we had more beer, but we're out. Gotta
Oh.
get more.
Talk to our sponsor.
You were the one that's gonna let me know we got no beer in your fridge.
Well, when I drink it all, I'm sorry.
See, that's what happens.
I did, yeah.
Very good.
That's what happened.
Very good.
Good old man of Firkin.
You sure?
Yeah,
Okay. Just making sure.
I was just throwing the plug in
Man
there,
of
man.
Oh, you can plug
brewery.
it. That's good.
Proudly brewed and canned. Wow.
I thought he was going to say Canada.
Proudly brewed and Canada.
Anyway, so what's next for you guys? So you're putting out singles. You're going to probably go back. Like, what's your gig schedule like? And, you know.
Yeah, we play a lot of duo shows too, outside of like our full band shows. So we're always playing a lot of those. We have 3 more this month. Wednesday we're playing in Hoboken backstage, and then
This won't be out for a month.
So what do you got next month?
Let's talk April.
Let's talk about spring break, shall we?
Hop in the DeLorean. We'll skip to April.
We play the Wonder Bar. We're doing a Happy Mondays in April with our full band.
Yeah, they just brought those back. I saw.
How are they going to do that with the condos getting built outside?
Oh
Who
my
knows?
God, that's
I
been
know.
a huge thing. Yeah,
I know.
those condos.
Yeah.
Yeah, but one of our good friends, he's like kind of running the Happy Mondays again, which is cool.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Cool.
so he's been really instrumental of like making sure stuff like that stays in the scene, which is great. Like you need somebody like that.
Yeah.
You know, I think Brian Erickson is
Yep.
his name. Shout out. He's in the
Nice.
extensions.
Yeah.
I always liked the Wonder Bar. That place was nice.
Yeah,
so-
it's cool. The
play
sound
out.
is great.
Yeah, do playing the Wonder Bar, and then during the summer we have a lot. We usually have a lot of shows like duo and full band, and then we just did a Lake House live session, so that'll be coming out. We'll probably
Yeah.
release those songs. We did like 4 songs there, so we might release those songs as like a.
Yeah, by the time this
Package.
drops, that will probably be out.
And then our
Oh,
new
okay, cool.
single
Yeah.
we're gonna be putting out, announcing soon. We have some new merch we just bought, so.
What kind of merch?
We bought exclusive. No, we made. I guess. I guess we also purchased them, right? We designed. Well, actually, so to be fair, my girlfriend designed the All in My Head T-shirts. We created like unique T-shirts for All in My Head, and then I was able to design this cool logo for these cherry T-shirts that will be dropping soon, not long after we drop the single, which will be in like the springtime, which we're really excited about.
Okay. Now, do you feel like what's your guys' merch like? Do you feel shirts sell or bottle openers or some stupid little thing that probably is like
I feel like we try
or
not to
stickers?
Yeah, like we try not to go too crazy, right? Like we have the shirts, like we have just like the classic black and white with our logo. Then we have these 2 new designs that we only ordered like
Small
10
batch.
or 20, like not a lot. And then we recently got some buttons that we're gonna sell for like just cheap. And then we also have like stickers that we give out for free and band cards. Like we try not to do like too much or like go over the top with that merch right now. Yeah, I mean
I've noticed
talked
a lot of
about it.
bands nowadays too. They try to just do something different with merch.
Yeah.
To try to stand out. Like the one band had sunglasses made with
Yeah.
their band logos on.
Yeah, that's cool.
We've talked about like dog bandanas.
Yeah, bandanas, because we're always
Yeah.
posting dog content. His
Yeah.
dog, my parents' dog. So
Yeah.
Okay.
We're a dog band.
Could we be a cat band?
No.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
My 3 dogs
Do you
are
guys
the damn
have
cats.
cats?
I got 3 very large dogs.
oh, nice.
Yes.
What kind?
I got one that's a Great Dane Mastiff.
Do you really care?
I got another Great Dane on top of
on this
that.
interview.
And then I got like a 60-pound like lab
Wow.
Roddy mix.
Wow,
That's cool.
that's cool.
Yeah.
I grew up with German Shepherds.
Yeah, my dogs are tanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Holy Santa Claus shit.
Perfect.
That's how bored I
That's
am with
why
your conversation.
That's why I put that in there.
Oh my god! All right, so let's talk about your guys' process. Let's take so Cherries is coming out. Talk about how you went into the studio. Was it done? Is it tracked to a drum machine or is it gridded out like process?
Yeah, for every song it's kind of different. What's nice is this project. It's been some songs are most of the ideas maybe from one of us, so either myself or Dave, and then we have a batch of songs that it's both of us sitting down and writing it.
Okay.
So it kind of varies. With Cherry, it was an idea I had, and then I brought to Dave, and he added parts too. And with most of these songs, we're always trying to find ways just to add harmonies and stuff, because I feel like that kind of we kind of ran with that a few years ago, just doing harmonies as a duo, because we didn't see that a lot, and it was just something we enjoy. But yeah, for Cherry and All in My Head, we went into the studio with a full band, which was a lot different than what we were doing in the pandemic. We were just in our basement, the 2 of us going crazy. As I
Tom's
mentioned
parents'
before.
basement. We like had to ask them like shut off the heat.
Yeah.
Because like the sound of the
yeah.
would be like in the
So
recording.
it was
So how was it going in with the band? Like, were you like, okay, here
it
we
was
go?
awesome.
It was cool, man. Like,
Don't fuck up.
That's right.
look at me. No, it was cool. Like, even just like the little things. The guy who drummed for us during the sessions, Frank Lettieri, he brought in like this custom drum kit called the company's called Brady, who I'd never heard of before, but it's like this very boutique, like rare drum kit. So that was cool. But like
That was cool. How'd it
that was
sound?
cool.
I hope it sounded really good.
Sound like drums.
So cool.
This is a new one. It's coming out soon. This one's called Cherry.
I should have known better. And you should have had the time. And cherry flavor bubble gum, cherry flavor on your tongue, gin and tonic, forget myself tonight. And tonight, no, tonight, no, tonight. I'm on a 7-day weekend, I can't regret. And we've been working this 9 to 5 all life. Did you ever mind? Mine cherry flavored bubble gum, cherry flavor on your tongue, gin and tonic, forget myself. Forget myself, forget myself tonight. Oh, oh yeah. And I should have known better. And you couldn't feel better. And I don't want to remember. And you couldn't feel better. Oh yeah. Cherry flavored bubble gum, cherry flavor on your tongue, gin and tonic, forget myself. Forget myself, forget myself tonight. And tonight, and
No, but it was cool that he like brought that, and then like for Cherry, I think we had a better idea like going into the studio, like that was a little more mapped out. But for All My Head, I feel like it wasn't 100% mapped out. We had like a good idea, like the melodies like weren't really there. They were close, but like Joey, the producer, was like encouraging us to like go back and like revisit them because we had laid down the tracks, and that was cool. So it was kind of like also like a new and cool experience, like go in the studio with like a song that's not 100% finished, or that we even know like how it's going to turn out. You know, like we didn't have like, oh, it's got to sound like this, like kind of vision. So, but it's just cool though, because I feel like you can walk out of the studio being like, oh, my song could have sounded like 100 different ways. But I feel like after that, like I'm like, this is like how it should sound. You know, like just confident, like this was the sound we were searching for.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was nice, like kind of changing it a little and experimenting, and not like being, oh, if it doesn't, getting real particular. Oh, if it doesn't sound like this, then it's wrong. You know, it's just like having an open mind, which is nice.
And even at the end, for All My Head, like, you know, because we're like big guitar guys. You know, we like guitar solos and stuff like that. So at the end, we were like, you know, we could obviously throw a guitar solo, but we were like, no, like let's try to do something different.
Yeah.
And
You mean a guitar player that likes to hear themselves play?
No, I've never met
heard
one.
of that. Never heard of that. But then we added this like cool call and response thing that I think
like
we
some
thought was like
vocals.
something a little bit different than like the typical, you know, approach
Yeah.
kind of thing. So
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Who doesn't like a screaming guitar solo?
Bass player?
Yeah, fuck them. Bass players are worthless. Who? What?
See how it is.
Bass.
All right. So, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. Anyway, so when you guys were in the studio, who either threw the first punch or yelled first?
I think Tom walked in absolutely wasted. No, I'm just kidding.
Right.
I'm just kidding. That's
I'm here to sing my vocal.
No, we were very professional. I feel like we like to show up.
Oh,
like,
come on. Somebody had to
time.
yell. Somebody had to be frustrated. You don't go into a studio and not be
I
frustrated
feel
at that
like
moment.
if anybody, maybe it was Joey.
Yeah.
He was like
Okay, why? Joey was what, the drummer or bass player?
the producer.
Joe
Oh.
is producer. He, I think it was because Frank brought the Brady kit.
And there it is.
He's a drummer himself.
Because he's a drummer himself.
So
in
he
his
probably had
band.
a drum set there all tuned to the
He
room.
did, but it worked out. He really liked the sound of it, and he wasn't just saying that because he was like, Frank, if it didn't sound good, I was pulling the rope from it. Like, we were not doing it, and it did. So at first he was a little nervous, and we
feel like-
drank too much coffee.
I feel like he was also like yelling at me for like my ridiculous request. I'm like, Joey, can we make this sound? Like, try to describe. I'm like, and he's like, I have no idea what you're trying to say.
Yeah, I'm going to put a mic up. Just use your mouth. You're good.
Can you make it sound more cyan? Like,
Oh yeah. So that's what we would mess with him all the time with, because he's always saying how he gets like crazy like acts of bands that come in and record and like, can you make this like sound orange and all
Yeah,
this stuff? So the
these,
whole
like,
time
colors.
we're just throwing colors out just to
Oh,
bust
my
them.
God.
can you make it sound magenta?
Somebody ever came up to me and said, can you make this sound orange? I'd be like, yeah, absolutely. Get out.
So that was fun. Mostly just busting each other, drinking too much
Yeah,
coffee.
it was a good time. Honestly, it was just good vibes. You know, free flowing ideas.
Yeah. Looking forward to doing it again.
Yeah,
It was fun because I was like, honestly, when we started this and we were both in the basement and stuff, we didn't even know, even outside of music, like what the hell was going on. And then like looking forward 3 years with our friends in a room recording, it was really cool. It was neat. So,
yeah.
want to do it again.
I think it's fun.
What?
You don't think anything's funny. you're old and grumpy, remember?
Next time we do it, you come. You guys come.
You can show up
We'll
and
all hang
yell.
out.
I'll tell you. I can yell.
Oh, he's good at that.
I'm good at that, man.
I'm there.
Like, nah, do that again.
He drives over there right now.
It's like, you know that part you did right there? And you're like, yeah, he goes, it sucked.
Honestly, I would appreciate the
Yeah,
transparency.
you need to get grounded. You need to be grounded.
Yeah,
sometimes.
you do.
See,
you do.
they appreciate
You
people
do.
like me.
They haven't put up with you as long as I have.
So they'll get there. In fact, they're going to be fighting each other. You watch.
Oh, yeah.
I'm waiting for like, oh, that harmony was off.
Throwing
What's
haymakers.
wrong with you? Oh my God. All right. So what's next for you guys? Maybe get a real drummer. Someone that stays.
Drum machine. Yeah.
No, don't get a drum machine.
No.
Yeah, Tom. What's with you in the drum
I
machines?
know.
man?
I know. I love it.
Drum machines are cool.
Drum machines don't have attitudes.
Shut up.
We did use some fake synthetic drums for a refresh, though.
Yeah. We have
That
a
was
live,
my fault, though.
Yeah.
And a synth bass.
Yeah.
I was like, just
just trying different.
It's like
trying to
Top Gun.
experiment.
Dun, 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 dun.
But in terms of what's next, I feel like we're just trying to do the same, like doing what we're doing now. I feel,
Yeah.
just new music, right?
Yeah.
Shows.
Yeah, we have a lot of songs we want to record. There's like we were going through the other night. We have like 10 or 11 ideas that are almost fully fleshed out. So now it's just a matter of we played a couple live at our last show. We just played Crossroads, so that was fun, and we played some new ones, and then we got to show the rest of them to the band, which is fun. It's like it's a challenge. They pick it up really quick, but it's also sometimes we hear ideas they bring to like the songs that we weren't thinking. So rehearsing them is cool. So we're gonna focus on that.
So you guys, when you guys go into the studio, or when you do, you rehearse them up with the band first.
Yeah, at least a couple times, and they don't have to be like pinpoint, like it needs to be this, Like I feel like when you get that idea, you disappoint yourself. Like it has to be, something.
Yeah.
So
I've learned to let go of
What's
that.
that saying? It's like, if you expect disappointment, you won't be disappointed.
honestly,
Yo, put that on my gravestone.
it's so true. Like you
Here
just
lies disappointment.
If you set the bar low enough, you'll never fail.
Wow.
Yeah.
God, I love it.
Let's get those tattooed right now.
Yeah, yeah. And the other one would be if you fuck up live, never stop playing.
Yeah.
That's,
You just got to play through it. Honestly.
Oh yeah, nobody
Gotta own it.
yeah.
You gotta own it.
He's like,
Yeah, but it's just true though. I feel like I've really tried to like lean into that because I've actually learned this about myself. Like I feel like I was like such a perfectionist, and I actually don't even mean that in a good way. You know, where I would be so like obsessed. Like if it wasn't like what I was thinking, I would be disappointed. And I feel like, you know, especially working with Tom,
you're always your own worst critic too.
exactly.
Yeah.
You know, I've learned to just like let things go. You know, it's not as bad as you think, and like the average audience, you know, they're not gonna think about the stuff you're thinking about as long as like it sounds good and you're happy.
Playing live, I think an important thing for us is like it sounds kind of corny, but like we better be like having fun and showing people that we're having fun. Like on stage, we like to move around and interact a lot and talk to the audience, and that's something we've done over the years. Not even in this project, just trying to, because if you're not having fun, people watching you aren't.
Yeah.
Oh,
they're
no.
having fun.
Yeah.
You know.
That's why we get drunk before every set.
that's how you have fun.
Being that you guys are young, like the best advice we could give you is get the fuck out of New Jersey. Just seriously, just play all over.
Drunk?
All over. Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
okay, dude, drunk.
But just get out of New Jersey. Spread yourself out.
I know. Well, we played New York and like Brooklyn and stuff like that over the last couple of years. It's just nice meeting other, other people you wouldn't think you would have met.
Yeah.
Like just different
Go
artists,
up to,
different
like,
genres. and
Connecticut,
stuff.
Massachusetts,
Yeah.
Pennsylvania, go down to Maryland, Virginia.
Yeah.
Honestly,
all
like,
over.
You know, it's so funny. I was talking about this with someone recently at our show that like we actually live in like such a good area to be a band. Like, cause you have the city right there. I mean, well, New York, and then Boston's really not that far. Like you could drive to
Philly.
Burlington, Philly, Maryland. Like there's a lot of like major cities within like a 5-hour radius.
Yeah.
You know, that you could
Something
hit.
popped up. It's like feasible, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
like,
could do like a 2-day trip on a weekend and hit 2 spots somewhere and come back and
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like there's you definitely have options.
get out of New Jersey. That's how
Yeah.
that's our best advice.
Yeah, we're the New Jersey Musicians Podcast.
But get out of New Jersey.
Get the fuck out.
I mean, you can still play here, but get out. You know,
Do you want to play here?
sometimes not so much, but
I used to.
yeah,
Yeah.
we're old and grumpy though. Remember that. We're jaded.
You're old and grumpy.
no.
You're older than I am, pal.
Not you look older.
30,
like-
30 is the new 20.
That
They
is
say.
very
That's
true.
right. That's
Yeah.
Very
right.
true.
It's just a number.
Thank you, Kardashians.
We're still way older than 30.
Oh, 45 is the new
30.
35.
That's what you got to tell yourself, pal.
I also like sometimes mentally like subtract 2 years from my age because of COVID. I'm like, no, like that doesn't count.
Yeah, 3 years didn't exist.
Didn't work.
I always lose track because my head 30 years ago was the 70s. That's just how my brain works.
I know.
But it's not. It's not even close. No.
That's crazy.
Kurt
see
Cobain
that-
was still walking around.
Saturday Night Fever.
That
in
woman on the
theaters.
news who was like 90, she was born on February 29th. She's like, I'm 19. And you know what? She's 19. You know,
Oh,
she's-
was she? Oh, because she's a leap
yeah,
year baby.
yeah.
Wow.
So you know what? She told us she's 19. So
My
she's
grandmother,
like-
my grandmother died on a leap year. She's only been dead for 4 years.
there you go.
What an interesting perspective.
Two different ends of the spectrum on that one.
Birthday, I'm 19.
thought
Wow,
about that the other day.
dead 4. Funny how that works out. Anyway,
All right.
you can ask your
All right,
infamous
well,
question.
last question for you guys, and I want to answer from each one of you.
Okay.
If there's one singular thing you could change about the music scene here in Jersey, one singular, not like this to do that, just one singular thing. What would it be and why?
Wow.
You want to go first or me?
I still didn't put Jeopardy. I thought I put
do you have
Jeopardy in
something?
there.
I kind of
Did you?
No, maybe I didn't.
Yeah, go for it. I'm honestly not. I feel like I need to think
I
about
kind
it.
of have a two-parter, but the,
Yeah, go for
the
it.
one would be just opportunities for. There's a lot of really talented musicians in this area, and I feel like a lot of them don't get their voice heard when it comes to just having them support national acts, which I see a lot throughout the country in different cities. Like, I feel like there's more opportunities where they give, bands who are local have, cut their teeth for a long time, opportunities to open for touring acts and bigger acts and be in front of larger audiences. It's
Sell
just,
your tickets. That's all that matters.
I know.
You could be the worst band on the planet. You sell them 200 tickets, you're playing.
I know. It's just, That's frustrating, but it's, it is what it is. And then the other thing too is just trying to reach out to other genres and other bands, like not trying to play with the same acts all the time. Like that's something that I think is kind of goes on in New Jersey, but I feel like it would be even better if like you had a bill that wasn't the same 4 types of bands with the same type of sound. When we kind of host shows and stuff, we always like to bring artists from different genres and different sounds,
Well,
so
we've been trying to push that with the shows that we do.
Yeah.
Like our first
That's
show,
cool.
we had like what does Mark call themselves?
Post-apocalyptic.
Post-apocalyptic folk band. And then from there, we went to like a spaghetti western rockabilly band with 2 upright basses.
Yeah, that's cool.
And then finished the show with a hardcore band.
Yeah.
And everybody stayed the whole time. Everybody loved it. It was great. It was a great day.
Yeah.
Great day.
Those are my
Right?
2 things.
Stop living in the past.
I'm enjoying the memories.
Oh, okay, that's what it is.
Yes.
It's their
Reminiscing.
show, not yours.
But I was confirming his point.
Okay,
Yeah, no, it is. It's true.
don't agree with him.
Don't feed into his.
Tag team match.
Jesus.
All right, we're just going to go like this real quick. All right, so what do you got?
So honestly, I feel like I had a similar thought to you. I think what I was thinking is, if there was one thing I could change, is just, I think for me to like break down that barrier to entry, because I feel like nowadays, especially, I mentioned COVID before. I feel like COVID has just like really like exacerbated and like
gatekeepers?
limited. Yeah, they love to like now it's all about data. I feel like we live in like such a data-driven world where like if you even like attempt to like reach out to a venue, the first thing they're gonna do is look you up online, be like, okay, what do your numbers look like on Spotify, Instagram, and we've seen. I mean, thankfully we haven't dealt with it too much, but like promoters will then like use that against you. They'll be like, oh, well, you only have X amount of followers on Instagram. Like, I'm not gonna book you. Like, it's just kind of like, I think that part is like kind of messed up with like not even giving bands like a chance, because, and this is just my perspective.
Well, we've gotten to the point where your talent actually has nothing to do with what you're playing or who you're playing with or
100%.
where you're playing. Or,
Yeah, exactly, 100%. I feel like it kind of goes in tandem with what Tom was saying about like giving bands like an opportunity to get in front of like a larger audience, because like from my perspective,
they're there
like,
if you want to pay for it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, even if like a band like doesn't do well at a show, I feel like it'd be like on the promoter side to be like, all right, well, like, this is what happened. Like, let me hook you guys up with a band that does draw, and like, you guys can play beforehand, and then maybe that will help you guys out. Instead it's like if you don't bring people, they're like, well, you didn't bring anyone.
No,
Like,
they want the band that's going to draw, and you're going to open for them and draw more people and make them more money.
Yeah. Exactly. So
I want to help you out. I want you to fill my
That's
pockets.
less they have to do to promote the actual show.
Exactly. I feel like it just kind of all relates back to numbers, which ultimately relates back to money, unfortunately.
Well, let's remember this, okay? And I say this all the time. You're an artist. You go into the studio. You track this thing out. Here's your product. Once that product is in your hand, you're no longer an artist.
Yeah.
Now it's music business.
Exactly.
So, I mean, I get it. I get why they do it.
I understand both sides.
I don't like it.
Yeah,
but I get it because
Yeah.
it is a business. Money runs the world.
Right, and
Exactly.
you can't just like play a place and then not promote, or and just expect or have a ton of shows in the same area in one. So I completely get that.
But you also can't put together a show and not promote it.
Right,
100%.
right,
Because there is a lot of promoters that'll put together shows and they don't do shit.
right.
Yeah.
So I feel like
And
there's a
they rely
hilltop.
solely on the band
Yeah,
right.
to push
Yeah.
the show.
Yeah,
Right.
It goes hand in hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Oh.
I think that's like just like what I would change, just like giving bands like more opportunity, which I think is like kind of what you were saying.
Yeah,
a little
and
bit.
less cover bands.
Yeah.
That's
Triggered.
I'm just
no, like we've been in cover bands.
Oh, wait, hold on. The hate
like-
line's calling. Hold on.
No, I'm saying, we've done it, but like this area used to have an amazing original music scene.
Right.
But it has since been laid to waste. There is no music scene around here anymore. There is only cover bands and tribute bands.
right. That's what I meant.
That's
yeah.
what makes
That's
money.
it.
That's what
That's
makes
it.
money.
Yeah.
Tribute bands, especially.
I was
now.
about to say that. What's better or worse, tribute or cover bands? Is there one that's better or worse?
Well, wait a minute. Is the band that they're tributing dead? Because if they're dead,
I
then
feel like-
the tribute band's going to probably be better.
Yeah, that's a good perspective, actually.
You know what I mean? I forgot what it was.
Yeah.
Somebody I know was teching for oh God, like Journey, who like these dudes like sound exactly like them, like young Journey.
This is
and you could go see like Journey now, and they'd be like, "What the fuck," you know? So, I mean, I guess the tribute would probably be better in that aspect.
See you for, like,
I mean,
half
you're
the
paying
price.
the same amount of price, so like,
yeah.
Right.
And us musicians that write our own music, we don't get shit.
yeah, but that's the whole starving artist thing. You have to
Yeah.
remember that.
You need like a side hustle. Or
Yeah,
something.
when we play like duo shows though, like we play like 50% like covers, 50%
You
like
have
our
to.
originals.
Yeah, you have to.
Because
And honestly,
people don't care.
We're just grateful for like different venues that allow us to do that, where we tell them like, look, we're gonna play half the night our originals and then half covers, and that, if they're open to it, that's honestly fine with us.
How many
Yeah.
times has somebody said no?
It's definitely happened like before,
Yeah,
where they're like,
it depends on the venue.
like lean,
you know.
they're not like no, but they're like, okay, well, can you play from like this genre and play majority this, and we're like,
Yeah, when they
all
get
right,
like
then.
specifics.
Wow, they actually sat there like, "Can you play this?"
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've gotten a couple
Like, because
times.
we're just like, all right, well, we can like just play classic rock and like contemporary hits, but some places will be like, well, like, can you do country?
Give me something a
Play
little
some fucking
peppy.
Freebird, man.
Yo, where's Katy Perry? Come on.
yeah.
So awesome. I'm so glad. That's where I'm glad I'm old now. Hearing shit like that.
At least they hate it too, you know.
It's okay, but at least it's forced upon them. It wasn't forced upon us.
Yeah.
They did whatever the fuck we
But-
wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so funny though. Like nowadays, like to get gigs, we just like sit on the computer and like emails. Where I feel like you guys had to like call the place.
and go down there. and-
Jesus Christ, I mean, fucking MySpace wasn't even a thing.
Yeah, you got,
I had to go to Kinko's to fucking
drop
copy
off some
something.
flyers and they get a cassette tape. Yeah. This is what we sound like.
Now we're like emailing here. Listen to this demo I made on my laptop. Like,
Check this out.
Yeah,
or you can do it on your phone.
You send your
now.
EPK, one file.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, God, that's awesome. I love it. I love
It
it.
is. All right, gentlemen. Well, thank you for coming down.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you
We'll
for
get them
having
in the
us, for having
studio,
us.
have them
Yeah,
play
we'll
a couple tunes.
Get a little tunage out of them.
Okay, sounds good to me.
Sounds good to me.
Did you thank our sponsors? Like the last time.
Why
when
don't you
fucked
do
up-
it for a fucking change?
Yeah, I don't know who they are.
Manafurka Brewery.
Manafurka Brewery. I can't ever forget them.
How did you forget them?
Well, I've been drunk every time I've been there.
Yeah, it's true. But Manafurka Brewery down in Manahawk, New Jersey. We're gonna be doing some more shows down there soon. Maybe
Sweet.
at the beginning of the summer, depending on what my schedule is, because I got to book it all. Because Jeff don't do shit.
Yeah, I don't.
So what else we got? Low Fidelic Records, Main Street in Belmar.
Yeah, yeah.
And True New Jersey. I'll put a code in the description for 10% off your order at TrueNewJersey.com.
TrueNewJersey.com. Yeah. Can you
you.
slur that any better?
You know what? Hit the fucking button. Thanks, guys.
All right. We're going to do one more. This one's called You With Me. Right. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Now I'm back in the city, baby. I needed a new thrill. Time apart got me thinking maybe that you're no big deal. Social media in my head, I'm tossing in my bed. Tell you what I said, 'cause you left me on red. And all my life is all in vain. It's all coming down like a hurricane. Now that I know it wasn't real, now I know what I need. It's not you with me. I know what I need. It's not you with me. Can't wrap your arms around a memory. I just wanted to thank you, baby, for setting me free. With you I spent all my time and I didn't earn a dime. Now I'm pouring my heart in this song, 'cause you've done me wrong. And all my life is all in vain. It's all coming down like a hurricane. Now that I know it wasn't real, now I know what I need. It's not you with me. I know what I need. It's not you with me. I know what I need. It's not you with me. I know what I need. It's not you with me. I know what I need. It's not you with me. I know what I need. It's not you with me. I know what I need. It's not you with me. I know what I need. It's not you with me.
Bye.